Okay, so the place to start with our discussion about wetsuits is the different styles, thicknesses, sizes of wetsuit, so that when you get to the spot where you're going to get in the water, you've got the right equipment. As far as sizes go, you can generally just work with whatever size your t-shirt is. If you've been wearing a medium t-shirt, chances are a medium wetsuit is going to fit you. If you're an extra small t-shirt, an extra small wetsuit is where you need to go. I'm going to talk about just a few of them here. I've laid out some from the shop's rental fleet. We're here at Gary's Dive Shop, and we're going to talk about what we've got. First of all, let's talk about the warm summer day. This is a Lycra skin. It's not really intended for any kind of thermal protection, but it's a great thing to get in the water and get wet on a summer day. It gives you a nice coverage so that you don't have to use as much, if any at all, sunscreen, and it'll protect you from things like jellyfish and stuff like that. Sunscreen, some folks don't understand, but it can be very damaging to things like coral reefs. There are sunscreens out there that are reef safe, certified reef safe. You're going to be in the water somewhere around a coral reef. Really important, the products that you're using aren't going to damage the reef, okay? So a Lycra skin like this can be very helpful for that. Moving on, your next step, a little bit cooler water, a shorty. It's called a shorty because it has short sleeves, a short pant leg, and typically shorty wetsuits are fairly thin. This particular one is about a 3mm suit. So it's going to give you some thermal protection in slightly warmer water. Typically we'll send people out for diving and snorkeling in a shorty like this, 3mm shorty like this, for water temperatures from the upper 60s on into the upper 80s. They're great for things like if you're going out kayaking or on your jet ski, or maybe you're going to be water skiing where you're not really going to be completely submerged in the water the whole time, but you're going to be getting splashed, you're going to be getting wet, and you just need a little bit of protection, a little bit of insulation that's going to keep you warm. No matter how wet you get, you'll be able to stay comfortable in those kinds of conditions with something like this. But a lot of people, even when it's a hot summer day, they like to jump into one of these. If you're a diver or you're going to be wearing other kinds of equipment, these provide a really nice protection from chafing from your other equipment on you, and you're not going to overheat and stuff in them. Those are really nice. Next is a full-length one-piece. In other words, it has a full-length sleeve all the way down to the wrist and a full-length leg all the way down to the ankle. And here again, this one is thin like the shorty, the 3mm shorty that we saw before. I think this one's actually like a 4mm, so it's just a tiny bit thicker than that 3mm shorty that I just showed you. So it's going to provide a little more thermal protection. So where the shorty was good for, say, 74 degrees on up into the upper 70s, this one, you probably would be pretty comfortable in this all the way down to about 70 degrees. Certainly if it was a little bit warmer, that's 75 degrees, 76 degrees, you'd be very, very comfortable in this. And even if you wore it for like sun protection or jellyfish protection on a hot summer day with warm water, that would be great.
To this point, I've talked about Lycra spandex bodysuits, also known as skins, and neoprene wetsuits intended for use in not so cold water. In the next video, I will explain the difference between cold water and not so cold water, as well as how a wetsuit can keep you warm even when you are in the water.